Has your life, at work or at home, been hectic and busy the moment 2024 started? At first, it was navigating taxes, then getting through the rest of the school year. Summer should have been more relaxing and chill, but turned out to be booked up with gardening, packing, vacation car trips, taking care of grandkids, and visiting family and friends in other cities or states. Now, in a blink of an eye, it seems that the end of the year is upon us with just a few weeks left. And you find yourself wondering, where did this year go? Well, I'm definitely feeling the same way. That's why I invite you now to take a little pause with me. In this episode, I want to take a moment to stop and share about a few key things I want to give thanks for this year in my personal life, podcast, and PlantNourished coaching. There's a lot of gratitude I want to show, and you're included in it. So grab a cup of your favorite warm fall beverage and join me on the inside. Welcome to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. I'm your host, Anna Zinn, plant-based registered dietitian and transition coach. Hi friend, do you want to regain your health with plant-based eating but feel overwhelmed and lost about how to do it? Do you feel it'll be hard to change your meat-heavy diet and impossible with working, running the home, or chasing after the grandkids? If so, you're in the right place. Here you'll find simple strategies, clear nutrition guidance, and practical tips to help you thrive plant-powered with more energy. So if you're ready to ditch the guesswork and transform your health the stress-free way, cozy up now with a hot cup of tea or listen while you walk, and let me show you how doable plant-based eating can be. Let's do this. In keeping with our focus on Thanksgiving, I want to take a moment first to spotlight and thank a listener for her 5-star rating and written review of the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. She wrote, "Thanks to this podcast, I'm trying more meatless mains. My husband is gluten-free, but prefers meat and poultry for our main dishes for dinner. But thanks to Anna and episode 2, I am excited about incorporating more meatless mains into our week. The plant-based world is far broader and varied than I realized. Thanks for your help, Anna. Sincerely, Emily at Moms Overcoming Overwhelm podcast." Thank you, Emily, for taking a moment to rate and review this podcast and for sharing this. I'm so happy to hear that the episode giving reasons why plant-based eating can be easier than thought, especially for someone used to eating a meat-heavy diet, was helpful for you. That's great that you feel now more encouraged and excited about adding in more meatless entrees to your weekly meal routine. I'm glad this episode opened your eyes to the plant-based world to see how wide and vast it truly is. I'm cheering you on in your journey towards becoming more plant-powered, Emily. Friend, if this podcast has also benefited you in your health journey, would you take a moment to tell me about it through a rating and review on Apple Podcasts? Share with me your thoughts about this podcast. I would love to hear about it, and it would encourage me so much. Here's how to do it. If you have an Apple device, find the Apple Podcast app icon. It's a purple square with white circles. Open it, then search for Plant-Based Eating Made Easy. Once there, scroll all the way down past the 5-star symbols, then click on Write a Review. Leave a star rating, write your review, then click Send or Submit. That's it. You can also leave a review if you have iTunes downloaded on your PC computer. Pause this episode right now to leave a review, then resume listening. Thank you so much for your support and in helping it reach more people like Emily who need help and support in their plant-based diet transition. Now let's move into today's topic. A tradition got started last year with the beginning of this podcast around Thanksgiving, when I took a moment out of regular programming, you may say, to spotlight some health Thanksgivings shared by members within my community. I also share some personal Thanksgivings for myself and my family in regards to how plant-based eating has made a difference in our lives, health and otherwise. If you're interested in finding out more about that, listen to episode 20, A Moment of Gratitude, Sharing Health Thanksgivings. After listening to this episode, of course. I'll link that for you in the show notes. Well, I want to keep that tradition going this year. At the start of this episode, I already alluded to just how busy and hectic our lives can get, taking care of work, family, and social activities that often we forget about the need to rest, much less pause and reflect. So that's another key reason why I wanted to do this episode. To intentionally make that happen, at least once a year on this podcast, and to invite you to do the same with me. Sometimes, unfortunately, we have to intentionally schedule downtime and rest into our lives and prioritize it, or it just won't happen. So I'm making it happen on this podcast, and in my books, that's what makes this yearly episode extra special. So let me start the sharing first, and then I'll invite you to share with me. First, let's start with the obvious, this podcast. I'm absolutely blown away by how far we have come on this podcast since the first full episode aired on July 14th, 2023, titled Plant-Based versus Vegan. Learn the real difference and the best way to eat for health. Now, more than a year later, we are already at episode 78. At the time of this recording, we have also now ranked in more than 12 countries on podcast charts worldwide and have 196 ratings and reviews on Apple Podcasts in the United States. I am just so thankful for the growth of this podcast, but even more than that, I'm thankful for you, my listener. All this wouldn't be possible without you. So I want to say a big thank you to you for joining me on this podcasting journey and allowing me to be a part of your plant-based diet journey towards better health and full wellness. To me, that's a huge privilege and not one that I take lightly. Thank you to those who faithfully tune in each week, as well as those that have taken the time to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts to support this podcast. If you're a listener and within my email community as well, I appreciate your additional support and hope you are also enjoying being a part of my email community. Thank you so much. In terms of my business, PlantNourished, I am thankful for the opportunity to work with new private coaching clients this year to help them, and in some cases their families, move into a plant-powered lifestyle. I am so proud of how far they have come and the transformations they have been experiencing, as well as the growing sense of confidence I see in them as they adapt and truly begin to enjoy a plant-powered lifestyle. Of course, I need to give a shout out to my Beginners for Plant-Based Diet Success community on Facebook too. This is a free community group provided to help those exploring plant-based eating or making their diet transitions be able to find support and a sense of community when making this change. Well, since the beginning of the year, when we had close to 11,000 members, we have now grown into a community that is more than 25,000 members strong. That's more than double the size of the group at the start of this year. So if you're a listener and also a part of this community group, I want to thank you for participating and being a member there. And if you haven't joined yet, just go to bit.ly/PB Diet Success or see the link in the show notes. Let's build a strong plant-powered lifestyle together, in community. Personally, I'm just so thankful that our lives are less controlled by fear and anxiety now about COVID-19 compared to a few years ago. I know, though, that there are still waves of infection occurring at different time points around the world. But at the moment, I am thankful that our family has not gotten a second round of it so far. Our family also got to, for the first time, take a small vacation to Vancouver, BC over the summer, and that was so special. We got to celebrate my birthday, Father's Day, and my 15-year wedding anniversary all at once. We also got to enjoy great summertime dry sunny weather there, which I'm told is quite rare given it often rains in Vancouver. Now that I've shared, I want to invite you to do the same with me. Take a few moments to pause and reflect back on your life this year so far. Do you have specific Thanksgivings of your own you would like to share? Perhaps it is some significant progress or milestone reached in your health journey, or a few positive steps taken forward in your plant-based diet transition. Maybe you tried a few new fruits or vegetables this year that you hadn't even known existed before. Or perhaps you are thankful for the birth of a new grandbaby, or a person in your life who has helped support you tremendously this year. Whatever your Thanksgivings are, I want to hear it. So that's your action step for today. After this episode, send a quick email to me at healthnow@plantnourished.com or leave a voice message using the SpeakPipe link provided in the show notes and share your top 1 to 2 Thanksgivings for this year with me. I look forward to hearing it. I want to end this episode by also taking a moment to acknowledge those hurting with grief. I'm one of them. I know that even in the midst of giving thanks and this holiday season, some of you listening may be in a time of sadness and sorrow because you have lost a dear loved one. Perhaps it was due to a heart attack, diabetes, stroke, or cancer. Whatever it is, to you I want to say, I see you and I understand how you're feeling. I myself lost my mother a few years ago due to illness, and her birthday was November 25th, always around Thanksgiving. So to me, the Thanksgiving holiday season is always bittersweet. I'm sure you understand. So to those who are hurting and in a time of sorrow this season, I hope you feel truly loved and supported through this podcast. Thank you all for listening today, and I wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for listening to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. If this podcast has helped you, please take a moment to rate and leave a written review on the Apple Podcast app or on iTunes. Knowing how this podcast has made a difference in your life never fails to light me up. I may also select your review to be read on the show. Remember that moving to plant-based eating can be simple and doable, even with your existing health challenges and busy lifestyle. If you have a plant-based diet question you'd like me to answer on this show, share that question with me using the contact options in the show notes. Thanks for joining me today, and I can't wait to connect with you again in the next episode. Until next time, keep plant-focused and thriving, my friend.